Assalamu alaikum. Suleiman Rahim here. Welcome. Let's drop another atomic bomb. One of those atom bombs. Brothers and sisters, I want to talk about energy. Energy. We need to understand energy. Everything is energy. This entire universe is nothing but energy. Energy is all there is. Energy is also force. Energy is all there is. Everything is composed of energy. That's what the universe is totally composed of. So we need to understand it. Because we get a lot of mindless stuff going on. As I'm going to give you an example. People just saying stuff, pulling crap out there behind it, calling it honey, confusing people. They have no idea what they're talking about. It sounds good, but it stinks. Religion. See, that's the base of religion. All this, if it's off the mathematical standard, it's a religion. Right? A religion are things you can't prove, just what people believe. They're belief systems. Mathematics is not a belief system. It's an actual fact. But all these religions are belief systems, belief matrices. That's what they are. And they took the world off the mathematical standard and put it into the emotional standard. That's why all the scriptures refer to religion in the female sense. Because we have the two sides of the equation. See, we have the emotional side, and we have the, for lack of a better word, the intellectual side. See? And so we associate men with the intellectual side and the females with the emotional side. Or as some people say, the irrational side, the rational versus the irrational. Now, let me make things something clear. The rational is not beyond, outside of mathematics, it's within mathematics. It's within everything was in mathematics. See? So when they say irrational, right, it's not because it's not doesn't mean that it's not mathematical. Doesn't mean that at all. See? It's just coming from the heart was emotional reaction that the mind doesn't necessarily understand, so the mind calls it irrational. See, the rational mind that doesn't understand something calls it irrational. It doesn't mean it's not mathematical, it's just that the rational mind can't grasp it. It's unseen. See, heart vibrations are unseen. See, so the rational mind, it puts credibility on that which it can see, which is visible. It doesn't give much credibility to that which is unseen. But the heart, right, the vibration that's unseen, and the female is more in tune to the heart. It's still mathematics. It's still powerful. But the rational mind is in tune more to its sight. And so it doesn't see it, so it probably, in most cases, don't believe it when it's totally irrational. See, heart vibration is rational. It's all rational. Irrational is a relative term. Irrational pretty much means just what the rational mind just don't understand. So the female is rational. Or it's all rational. Like I said, it's relative. It's just what the male line, which, right, he doesn't. He's on the visible plane. See, he's in the visible spectrum, but the heart is in invisible spectrum. So he don't see it. Well, it's questionable. So he calls it irrational. So when I say the female's in the irrational plane, that don't mean she's irrational in the sense that most people think it is. Like, no, she's rational. It's just it's a relative term. It's not an absolute term because it still follows mathematics. So I make that. Hopefully, I make that clear now. That maybe perhaps I didn't make clear in the past, right? See, It's all rational. It's just the rational that the rational mind, right, doesn't recognize, doesn't understand. Like accidents. Accidents. There's no such thing as a real accident. Accident is just the mathematics that the person understands. It's a consequence. It's a consequence of some action. But since you understand, they call it accident. So let me clear that up. I don't want anybody running around talking, well, the women, they stupid or crazy. No, they're rational. It's just that they're rational on a different plane than men are. Okay. So we're going to go in and talk about that a little bit. And because these philosophies, we're going to have to get rid of these philosophies. We're getting rid of all religion, all philosophy, all that crap. Because when you're going hereafter, if you ain't mathematical, you're not a mathematical stand, you don't be there long. You'll not be there long. We're not going to tolerate it. See, can't prove it, you better not speak it. We're done with that crap. 35,000 years of is enough. 464 years of totally being doused in it, right? It's more than enough. Okay. See this garbage right here? Now I'm just going to deal with point one. Always remember that you can grow without destroying others. Impossible. Impossible. It's plain stupid. See, it sounds good. It sounds very good. Remember that you can grow without destroying others. That's the definition of growth. Growth is converting energy, giving formless energy to form. That's what growth is. You're giving formless energy to form. You're giving it form. You're taking being it is. In other words, you're bringing something into existence, form, but you have to take it from someone else, because all energy just don't sit. The energy doesn't sit there like a pond of water just sitting in a lake someplace. All energy is controlled by someone or something. When I say something, I'm talking about including animals and plant life and everything else. All energy is controlled by something. All energy is controlled by something. It just doesn't sit there. So in order for you to grow, you have to take it from others. Where do you eat your food from? Aren't you destroying plant life and animal life so just to build your life? Isn't that how you're doing it? Based on that, right, then we should eat anything, because we can grow without eating. That's what he's saying. Remember, like that's an absolute fact. That's bullshit. You can't. It's impossible. If you want to grow, how do you think the Europeans became powerful and rich and wealthy? They came out and took from everyone else. They ain't just pop up and just grew, just happened. They took it from everyone else. They reduced everyone to property and took it from them. They reduced everyone to property, as I explained, right, in racism, right? They reduced everybody to property and they took it. They took this land, they took us, they took our humanity, everything. That's how they got rich and powerful, by taking from others. You want wealth, you want power, you have to take from others that have it. Revolutions are not just, they don't just pop up. No, they take from others, become powerful. That's a basic law of nature. And he said, remember, you can grow without destroying others. So the question is, what others are you going to destroy to get it? That's the question. It's not, you have to destroy something, somebody, someone, depends on what you want. You want power, you got to take from other people that have power. You want food, you got to take it from animals or plant life, right? And take the energy from them. When riches, you got to take from those that have riches. That's impossible, but it sounds good. The number one. Remember, you can always grow without destroying others. I'm not going to go through all of them. I mean, the second one is almost, remember that your dreams can be filled without sabotaging others. That's a lie also. See? Depends on what others you're talking about. See? Because if you're a common dream, that means you're a nation. But if your dream is adverse to other people's dreams, then you got to destroy their dreams to accomplish your dream. This world is operating on a certain vision, and they're trying to do they 24/7 stumbling out other people's visions. They're trying to force their vision on everyone else. Democracy, capitalism, those are their dreams. They're trying to snuff out other people's dreams. Oh, we don't want communism. We don't want Islam. We don't want this. We don't want that. See, all this is bullshit. Sounds good. It's all bullshit. So you have to call it what it is. See? Exactly what it is. You cannot grow without destroying others. It tells how in the world are we going to regain our kingdom. Have you read the Bible lately? We got to destroy this one in order to get ours. They're both not coexist. That's the big war is coming. What do you think a war is? It's going to be a big war. That's how we're going to obtain our kingdom through this war. And we're going to destroy 2/3 of the planet to do it. We got. Remember Joshua? He had to take the land from the people that had it. What do you think over there happened over in the Middle East over there? You got false Israel, right? They're trying to take the land from all the people that have the land over there now. That's what all the conflicts are about. So why can't they just get it without destroying other people? They know they have to get rid of them to get it. How did America get America? They got rid of the people that had to take it from them. So you can listen to this BS if you want to. Like I said, if they can't prove it, then tell them to shut the hell up. Get out your face. Because that sounds good. That's bullshit. All of it. This is that BS that you get from the preachers and these politicians and these demons, especially Farrakhan. He got his philosophies too. He got a lot of philosophies. He don't have any work. He got a lot of philosophy. He ain't built damn thing, but he got a lot of philosophies. So I guess that's what it is. They pay him millions of dollars a year, right, to spout out these philosophies. Just want to say, brothers and sisters, see, you gotta understand energy. Energy does not just sit there. Someone control it. Something control it. And for you to grow, you gotta take it. You gotta take it from them. See? We have to retake our kingdom. It ain't gonna just come up and everything else remain the same. As Elijah Muhammad said, as one kingdom goes down, one comes up. That means one taken from the other. Even when you're in the womb, right? How you growing in there? You take energy from your mother. See? But that sounds good. It's all bullshit. See? And so we got people walking around in a daze, you know, in a fantasy. See, that's why people think. That's why we don't have a kingdom. That's why we don't have a nation. Because people walk around in a fantasy. They're going to get to heaven after they die, right? And stuff like this. Walk around in a fantasy. Oh, well, you know, we're free. How in the hell are you free? You're still in the plantation, still obeying master's laws. He's still putting your ass in prison and shooting you if you don't obey him. How in the hell are you free? But our people walk around in their days like you're drugged. They drugged us, been drugging us 4 years, so Memphis still drugged. Totally drugged. Totally drugged. Because none of this stuff makes any sense when you put mathematics to it. We ain't free. We haven't been free since it's been over here. It's all one big lie. One lie after another. The whole Democratic Party is a lie. Aborting our children, right? And all that stuff. Yet they voted for them folks. Now they want to put your daughters in harm's way and they draft them in war. They know they telling you they're getting ready to go to war. They telling you to your face they're getting ready to go to war. And now they talking about they want to draft your daughters and your wives. And you're going to vote for that foolishness. See? And then you be first crying, oh man, my daughter got blown away up in Russia. I don't want to hear it. See? Because any black person that vote, you shouldn't be voting anyway. Because that means you taking part of this garbage. Because these people America is a crime enterprise, a criminal enterprise, from the day they set foot on this continent. And if you take part in this system, you are taking what they call accessory. You become a part of it. So that means you're going to suffer the same punishment they get, because they're going down. They're going down now. They're being destroyed now. They're in judgment now. And so you're going to be, because you was voting for this stuff, so it means now you put your name on it too. Your hands is wet too. Your hands is dirty too. You understand that? If you vote and participate in this, that means what they do it under your name. That means you're responsible for what they're doing. That means when they have to pay up, right, pay the price, when judgment comes, you're going to get a part of that. Because you was backing their actions. You was part of it. It was your vote helped to do what they was doing. You don't understand that. See, they got you. They go into hell. They're in judgment, and they bring you right. They bring you right in there with them. See, God goes out there. He goes and rob a bank and everything. See, then he comes home and when shit the money, you know he robbed the bank. So now when he gets caught, they drag you as. You can't understand why they drag you as in court too. Well, you got involved. Why you touch it? Why you mess with it? If you know like you're supposed to know, you wouldn't be touching it, and you have nothing to do with the system. You'd be wanting to go home. You'd be using your energy to try to get home. Because the point is, it says, those love this world's light. That means you use your energy to create this world's light. That means that's what you want to get. Action, consequence. You reap what you sow. You understand? It's energy. You reap what you sow. Action is consequence. So if you take it and build in this world's life, then that's what you're going to get. That's where you apply your energy to build. That's what you're getting. That's what you're going to get. The Quran tells you get that, because that's how you apply your energy. But if you apply energy for the hereafter, that's what you're going to get. So I say if you apply energy here, there's no point for the hereafter, because you didn't build the hereafter. You didn't invest in the hereafter. You invested here. So when this goes down, you go down with it. When this goes down, you're going down with it. Because that's how you invested your energy in this. Those that invest their energy in the hereafter, that's what they're going to get. They're going to get that, because they're investing it, so that means they're earning the right to get out of here, earn the tickets to get out of here, and they get transportation out of here. And you're going to stay here because you bought tickets for here. So that's what you get. Now, if you understand that, you don't understand anything. And many of you have done that. You sold out your dream, the vision that Elijah Muhammad came, that Master Prophet Muhammad came here and gave you, and left Elijah Muhammad to nourish it. Right? You gave up that vision because you couldn't hang no more. I can't do it, man. Look, man, we've been 40 years here, and then Elijah, man, Farah came, and then Elijah 40-some years, man, and then Farah 40, man, I'm telling you, wait this crap, man, this ain't gonna happen. And so you gave up, so you went for this world life. You're going for it. And Farrakhan urging you. See, he's telling you, he closed the door, and the hereafter says, hey, don't waste your energy on that. That's what he's telling you. Don't waste your energy on that here, because you ain't going nowhere. That's what he's telling you. He's your enemy to you. He said, don't waste your energy on that, because you ain't going. Why would you waste energy on something you ain't going there? If you ain't going there, why waste your energy doing that? So that means if you're not going there, that means you got to work. Can't you read between the lines? If you're not going there, it means you got to use your energy on this. You got to build all this here. He's telling you that. Bring devils in NOI. If America gets under attack, we got to fight. America belongs to us. One day we're going to control America and stuff. So he's got you building your energy here. Yet still he tells you, right, that America's going to be destroyed. So, I mean, he's talking on both sides of his ass. Because he got two sides now. Because, you know, he got twos coming out behind everything else. Right? You see? That's what he's telling you. He's telling you to devote your energy in this world's life. And you don't understand nothing he's saying, because you ain't paying attention. Most of your demons anyway, but you ain't paying attention, so therefore you're going to suffer the consequence. If he tell you you ain't going nowhere, that means, and he said you ain't got no life after death, so that means you got to focus your energy right here. That means this world's life. That means he's telling you ain't got no portion hereafter, because he know he don't. He know he's a demon. He's trying to do the same thing to you. He know you got a future, so he's destroying your future. The demons have no future. He knows his father's the devil. He knows he has no future. He's not going here. He knows that. But he knows you too stupid to know it because you ain't going to read Exodus right there. It's very clear what Exodus says. But he said, oh no, well, Exodus, right, well, it's corrupt. But yeah, he still talked about when he picks the piece he want to use. The Quran says, if you believe in part and disbelieve in another, he said you'll curse it. But he said, oh, well, I like this part, but that part I don't like. The Exodus is very clear. He's arrogant, he's no good. He 40 years, he just sees people and let them off to his destruction. He said he led them off to their destruction. Think about that. That's what it means. Because if you devote your energy right here, and America will be destroyed, as he claims that Elijah Muhammad told him, Elijah Muhammad did teach that, that means you're going to be here when it's destroyed. That means you have no portion hereafter. It's very simple. So you got all these scriptees and these ain't time makers, right? Talking all this crap, investing all the energy in this BS over here in the past, instead of getting with the message of the covenant that clearly tells you about Malachi, who's taking and trying to get you to put your energy, devote your energy, right? To focus your energy in creating your hereafter, in creating your future, invest in your future. Paving your way to the hereafter? No, you don't want that. So you stay back in the past, holding on to Measure the Black Man and all that stuff, right? And Prophet Muhammad and all that stuff, right? Righteous, beautiful prophets. But their time is past. How all the prophets and messengers were for them for hundreds of thousands of years. We write history from forever. That's what the Quran tells you, and Elijah Muhammad told you that. So what happened to those prophets? You don't talk about them? What happened to their scripture? They're not around anymore, are they? Because they're irrelevant now. So you keep on. See? The messenger covenant, you better keep up with him. It tells you got to keep up with him. Go ahead, tell you, if you ain't in his book of life, the Pharaoh can have a book of life, the Size have a book of life, the Royal have a book of life. If it is, tell him, show it to you. Because if you're in his book of life, you ain't going nowhere. The only way you get that book of life, you got to be showing that you devote your energy, right? You got to earn it. You already paid the price. You did the 46, but the point what I mean earn it is now you're here. Okay, now you get your ticket, but you don't want your ticket. See, he got the tickets. He here passing out tickets, free gift. He's here passing out tickets, free gifts, but you got to come and get it. You got to use some energy. So you get to the finish line, you still got to get over the finish line. We're at the finish line now, so now he's here passing out tickets at the finish line, free tickets. If you don't take it, then you're a total fool after you spent 50,000 years going through all this hell and 464 years going into intense hell, and you got all the way up to finally got here to the finish line and you still listen to those clowns and you can't see what they're saying, then you deserve to, you deserve to be lost. See? But remember the 10 virgins? Read that story. Got right up to the end and then they went to sleep. See? Ticketmaster showed up, and the virgins that pay attention, they had their tickets. They walked on in, got on the train. Other comes, hey man, I need some tickets. Say, hey man, where's your ticket? Well, they asked the other ones, hey, can I share your ticket with you? Say, hell no, man, I ain't gonna give you my ticket. So they said they ran out trying to get some more tickets. By the time the train took off, it's too late. That's where it says Michael, stood up, the prince, Farad. Says he took what? All those who's in Lamb's book of life, all those in the book of life, the only one he took, only one he had tickets. He's a conductor. The only one he's taken on the train is those who had the tickets. So it tells you right there. So then the rest, that's the 10 virgin story again. Then rest woke up too late. That's the same story again. Some everlasting life, some everlasting shame and torment. So that means those who woke up too late, but was eligible to take the tickets, but they didn't go. So they had to go to tribulation. See, they had to walk home. See, and the other ones, they just lost all against the demons. Hope you understand, brothers and sisters. Hope you understand. Remember, energy is not just doesn't sit there. See, you grow by taking energy from others. That's the way you go. That's the way. That's the nature of our life. That's the nature of the universe. That's the nature of the way things work. It's going to always work that way. Because you change energy. You grow by converting energy to form. You're giving formless energy into form. That means you have to take from others. See? That have it. The question is, who are the others that you're going to take it from? You're going to take it from your own family? That's dumb. Because they won't help you get it from others. Like the Europeans, they work together. They took it from others. That's like getting rich, powerful, and wealthy. You're going to take it from your enemies? How can you take from enemies? You don't know who your enemy are. You don't know who they are. That means you're your enemy, so you take it from yourself. Because a lot of us take energy from ourselves. See? Eating chitlins and drinking alcohol and drugs and other kind of things like that, right? So, brothers and sisters, in other words, we're destroying our own form. That's what you're doing. Destroying your health, destroying your own form. So you're converting yourself, right? You're taking the form that you have and you just convert it to formlessness. That's what the enemy got you doing. See? Got you walking around in a fantasy. All these religions. Christianity is total fantasy. Buddhism is total fantasy. You can't prove any of those. Not one of those so-called religions can you prove, not one of them. But yet still you look around you and everything is based on what? The religion that can be proved. That's mathematics. Show me anything around you, it's not mathematics. But show me a card that's run for prayer. Show me one. Show me one, right, that angels pushing around. You can't, because it doesn't exist. See? So you're in a bleach matrix. That's your card, brother. It's all mathematics. Period. They mathematics not real. But they got you off a mathematical standard. But how is God can make God rule in the world? They're using mathematics to do it. It's not very powerful mathematics. It's powerful enough to rule you. But once you start getting a mathematical standard, your mathematics goes way beyond theirs. Light years beyond theirs, they'll be destroyed instantly. If the original nation came back to the mathematical standard, accepted their vision that one unite, because vision is what makes a nation. That's what a nation is, a people that have common vision. That's what it says. Once you unite, what you're going to unite in a minute. When the four winds blow, you're going to unite. Unite, all this comes to screeching halt. That's how powerful you are. But they're going to make sure that never happens. But Master Prophet Muhammad is about to make sure it's going to happen. Because he's getting ready to knock this our whole vision. He's going to destroy it at the roots. He's going to chop it out down at the roots. Burn the roots out. Destroy the roots. This whole thing is coming down, collapsing. Okay, brothers and sisters, hope you understand. Assalamu alaikum.